Emotional abuse is a silent epidemic in relationships, especially those with a narcissistic dynamic. It's tricky, it's hurtful, and it's often hidden in plain sight. Today we're shining a spotlight on how to recognize these patterns in your relationship. If you felt alone in this struggle, today's video promises clarity and a path towards healing. Let's take this important step together. Number 1. Constant criticism and belittlement. Alright, let's jump into our first big red flag. The constant put-downs. Now, I'm not talking about the occasional playful tease. We're diving into those little digs, the kind that chip away at your confidence bit by bit. You know, those comments that don't quite sound like jokes, or the offhand remarks about your choices, looks, or even your smarts. Here's the deal. When someone loves you, they lift you up, right? But with a narcissistic wife, it's a whole different ballgame. She throws these subtle jabs your way, and it might not hit you right away what's happening. One day, you're feeling good about yourself, and the next, you're second-guessing your every move. It's confusing, and that's exactly what she's aiming for. Now, why does she do this? It's all about control. If she can keep you guessing, keep you down, she holds the power in the relationship. It's her way of keeping you hooked, making sure you're always seeking her approval, always trying to prove yourself. But you don't have to play that game. Recognizing these put-downs for what they are is the first step. It's not about you or your worth, it's about her need to feel superior. So next time you hear a little dig, take a step back. Remember, it says more about her than it does about you. Number 2. Gaslighting. Undermining your reality. Gaslighting. Ever heard of it? It's this sneaky little tactic where someone makes you doubt your own memory or sanity. Sounds pretty weird, right? But it happens, especially in relationships with a narcissist. She might deny saying something you clearly remember or twist the situation around to make you feel like you're losing it. Maybe you bring up something that bothered you and she flips it, saying it never happened, or you're just making a big deal out of nothing. The goal is to throw you off balance. When you're always questioning your own judgment, you start relying on hers more and more. It's a classic move to gain more control. But it's super subtle. You might not even realize it's happening until you're deep in it, wondering why you're always the one apologizing or feeling like you can't trust your own mind. So what do? Start trusting your gut again. If something feels off, it probably is. Keep a little journal if you need to, jot down things as they happen. It's not about keeping score, but about keeping your perspective clear. Your feelings and memories are valid. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Number 3. Isolation from your support network. This one's a bit sneaky because it starts off feeling like she really just enjoys your company. A lot. But before you know it, it's like you're living in a world where it's just the two of you, and somehow you're not chatting with your buddies or hanging out with your family as much. It usually starts small. Maybe she's not a fan of your best friend or always has a better plan when you're supposed to visit your family. Slowly, your world starts to shrink until it's just you and her. And that's no accident. By cutting you off from your support network, she's making sure you're more dependent on her. It's like she's the only voice in your life, and that's exactly what she wants. But we all need our squad, our people. They're the ones who keep us grounded, give us reality checks, and, let's be honest, help us blow off some steam with a good laugh. Losing that connection isn't just sad, it's a huge red flag. If you notice this happening, make an effort to start reaching out again. Text that old friend, make plans with your family. Anyone who truly cares about you would want you to have these connections, not pull you away from them. Rebuilding these bridges can be your lifeline, reminding you that you're not alone and you've got a whole team rooting for you. Finding this video insightful so far? Show some love with a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and consider subscribing. Your engagement means the world to us. Number 4. Exploiting your emotions. Ever feel like you're on this wild ride of ups and downs and you can't seem to get off? That's what it's like when you're dealing with a narcissistic wife who's all about playing with your emotions. One minute you're the best thing that ever happened to her, and the next, you can't do anything right. Here's the lowdown. It's all about control. She loves the drama because it keeps you reactive, always trying to fix things or win back her affection. It's like you're constantly trying to stabilize the boat while she's the one rocking it. And the worst part, it can make you feel like you're the problem, like you're not enough. But here's a little truth bomb. It's not you, it's the game she's playing. And it's a game you can't win because the rules keep changing. One day she wants one thing, and the next day, something else. It's exhausting, right? In this situation, it's crucially important to recognize the game for what it is. It's not about you or your worth, it's about her need for drama and control. Start focusing on your own emotional stability. Find things that keep you centered and calm, whether it's hitting the gym, diving into a craft, or chilling with a good book. You deserve peace, not an endless roller coaster of highs and lows. Prioritize your well-being, because at the end of the day, that's the ride worth being on. Number 5. The blame game. Have you noticed how, no matter what goes wrong, somehow it always seems to be your fault? Like, you could be talking about something as random as the weather, and boom, you're on the defensive. That's a classic move in the playbook of someone with a narcissistic tendency. They've got a knack for twisting situations, so they're always in the clear, and you're left holding the bag. Now, here's the thing. In a healthy relationship, it's all about teamwork, right? You win together, you lose together, but when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's like they're playing solo, and you're just there to take the fall. It's a tough spot to be in because it can really mess with your head. You start questioning your own actions, wondering if maybe you're the problem. But hold up, let's get one thing straight. Nobody's perfect and mistakes happen. But that whole shared responsibility thing, it's got to go both ways. If you're always the one apologizing or making amends, it's time to hit pause and reassess. Start by recognizing this pattern and understanding the dynamics at play. If a conversation always ends with you feeling like the bad guy, it might be time to rethink how these discussions are going down. It's okay to stand up for yourself. Communication is key, but so is setting boundaries. Number 6. Playing the victim. In the dynamic world of emotional abuse, a narcissistic wife often adopts the role of playing the victim as a masterful tactic. This strategy is not just about seeking attention, it's a calculated move to manipulate situations, shift blame, and control the narrative. When she plays the victim, it can be bewildering and disorienting, making you second-guess your actions and the reality of situations. You might find yourself apologizing for things you didn't do or feeling guilty for perceived wrongs that aren't actually your responsibility. To navigate this tricky terrain, it's vital to approach these situations with a clear head and a firm grasp of the facts. Maintaining emotional detachment can help you assess the situation more objectively, preventing you from being drawn into an unnecessary guilt trip. It's also beneficial to document instances of this behavior as a reference point for your reality, which can be incredibly grounding when you start to doubt yourself. Engaging in open dialogue with a trusted friend or therapist can provide a valuable outside perspective, helping to validate your experiences and feelings. Remember, recognizing when a narcissistic wife is playing the victim is crucial in protecting yourself from emotional manipulation and maintaining your sense of truth in the relationship. And here's your bonus tip: the power of taking a step back. Sometimes we're so close to a situation that we can't see it for what it really is. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a breather. Give yourself permission to pause and reflect. This isn't about giving up, it will help in gaining clarity. When you step back, you might just see the bigger picture and realize what you need to do next. It's about finding peace and understanding in the chaos. So, take that step back, catch your breath, and see things without your rose-tinted glasses. Having recognized the signs of emotional abuse, further exploration can offer you tools for dealing with these challenges. Uncover the ways she uses passive aggression to control you, or learn how to set boundaries and protect your well-being. Thanks for watching. Show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing.